What is going on, guys? It is Masked Man here, and welcome to Trashware, the show where we take a look at the best, worst games ever made. Now then, this being the first episode of this show, it needs something amazingly bad to kick it off, and it didn't take me long to decide what to play. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for Rambo.
Rambo the video game. I didn't even know this game existed until I found it on the new releases page on Steam. When you look at the screenshots for the game, it actually looks somewhat interesting, kinda like Skyrim with guns. But then you get into the game and you notice a few problems, like what the hell is that?
Is that Rambo? Did somebody seriously think that looks like Rambo? I mean, I know Sylvester Stallone looks like he's been in maybe half a dozen motorcycle accidents, but come on, really?
No. It's okay. I can forgive it for now. Since the game is an FPS and we won't see him too much, it really shouldn't matter. Let's just start the game up and take a look at the introduction cutscene.
I'm here today to talk to you about a man who killed dozens.
Is my audio coming through a gramophone? No? That's just the game? Oh, no. No, it's fucking great.
Apparently, someone in creative control of the game decided that instead of hiring voice actors for the game, they could just rip the audio from the movies and call this good? They seriously did this for every cutscene. Seriously. They couldn't have even hired no-name actors to do some work? Like, no one cared to think of how game-breaking the shitty audio quality is? It completely ruins the mood it attempts to build. No, we must look past this and move on. Let's face it, Rambo has never been about looks or dialogue, it's been about ruthless action. So let's get to the defining moment of this game. The gameplay. Why can't I move forward?
I'm pushing forward on the analog stick and the D-pad, yet my guy still won't move forward. And I know it's plugged in because I can still shoot fine. Wait. No. Please. No.
As it turns out, this game is actually a rail shooter. You don't control your character's movements. All you do is shoot all the enemies on screen, and once you clear it, the character moves to the next section. Okay, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? A rail shooter? Really? This kind of game hasn't been relevant for years. This design choice makes no sense except for the fact that developers were too lazy to try and program the game.
Remember when you went to the arcade and you'd find games like Time Crisis, House of the Dead, Time Crisis 2, Time Crisis 3? See, those games worked because instead of having a mouse, a keyboard, or controller, you had one of these. You would use a light gun and point at the screen and take out the enemies. This was such a success in gaming because it made you feel immersed in the game, it made you feel like you were actually shooting the enemies.
Once you lose the light gun, though, you lose all the connection you feel to being the character, which is the point behind a game like this. If you play a first-person game and it fails to make you feel like you are in control of the character, you have failed as a designer. Also, playing with a controller, I found that the game will auto-aim for you, aiming straight at the chest of every enemy, which make headshots or disarms almost impossible.
At this point, I would shoot my hard drive to get rid of the game, but I've already spent $40 on it, so I might as well see how much worse it can get. They couldn't have made any more bad design choices, right?
The main focus of this game is obviously the on-rail shooting aspect, but after a while of mindlessly shooting enemies in a set spot on a set path, you tend to get a little tired of the same old thing, so they decide to add a little bit of spice onto this game by adding quick time events. They literally garnished a pile of shit with asbestos, and not only that, they seriously introduce this mechanic in a level that is only quick time events.
Some games are able to pull off this mechanic, like The Walking Dead or Resident Evil 4. But it just doesn't fit here. But wait, it gets better.
In another attempt to add replayability and make this game worth at least 1/4 of its value, they added in a leveling system that unlocks perks and skills. Wait, what's this? A perk for no QTE fails? Now hang on. I just did a level that was only that, and one false move meant your death. Could I possibly beat a complete level of this game without doing anything? there is no longer a redeeming factor to this game. The moment you release a game where you can beat an entire level without doing a damn thing, you have completely ruined what you created. It would be impossible for me to recommend this game to anyone for any reason.
Seriously, even if I found this game in an arcade with a light gun setup, I would pass it up just to play skee-ball. It fails at everything it attempts to be, even as just a rail shooter. And once you fail at that, then you're just trash. If only this gun was real. I think I just killed Rambo.
What is going on, guys? It is Maskman here, and thank you for watching my first episode of my new show, Trashware. If you liked it, remember to hit the like button, and comment down below if you have any ideas of crappy games that I should play next. And also remember to hit subscribe to see the next time the show comes out, and even more, because there's more coming. You better believe that. So I'm going to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. But until then, this has been Maskman, logging off.